Hello everyone, welcome back to Civil Engineers Club. Today we will discuss about water treatment process. After watching this video, I hope all of you will have a brief idea of water treatment process. So let's start the video. First of all, raw water is taken from any intake like river and then it is sent to screening process. Next, the water is sent to plain sedimentation tank. After that, the water is sent to sedimentation with coagulation process. Next, in filtration process. After that, in disinfection process. Next, aeration process. After that, in softening process. After that, we will give some special treatment in the water if required. That is fluoridation, recarbonation, liming and desalination. So this was a brief idea or flowchart of the water treatment process. Now we will discuss the function of this different unit or process. Number one, screening. In the screening process, what happened? The raw water is first taken in the screening process and this is used to remove big or visible objects, that is tree branches, vegetation, fish, animals, life, etc. So if in the raw water there is some visible objects like tree branches, vegetation, that will be removed in screening process. After that we will send the water to plain sedimentation process. Here we will remove some coarser particles by letting them settle in the sedimentation basis. If there is some coarser suspended materials in water, that will be settled down in the sedimentation tank. After that, we will send the water in sedimentation with coagulation process. Here certain chemical compound is mixed, that is known as coagulant. This coagulant forms gelatinous particles and after that these gelatinous particles, which is known as floc, that will attract the suspended particles, fine suspended particles and will form floc in the bigger size, and after that this bigger size flocculated particles will settle down in sedimentation with coagulation tank. So what is the difference between plain sedimentation tank and sedimentation with coagulation? In plain sedimentation tank will settle down the coarser suspended particles and in sedimentation with coagulation tank the fine suspended particles which cannot be removed in plain sedimentation tank, that will be removed in sedimentation with coagulation process by using some chemical compound that is known as coagulant. Anyway, after that the water will be sent to filtration process. What is filtration process? Here the fine particle in suspension which may not be removed even after using chemical coagulation can be removed by filtration process. Moreover, some dissolved particles such as dust, bacteria, virus may also be removed in filtration process. So after sedimentation with coagulation process, there may be some suspended particles that cannot be removed in plain sedimentation and sedimentation with coagulation. These particles will be removed in filtration process and moreover some bacteria and virus also removed in filtration process. After filtration we will send the water in disinfection point. What happened in disinfection process? This is mainly used to remove any pathogenic bacteria and any remaining bacteria or virus that cannot be removed in filtration process. After that our water is completely safe to drink, but there may be some unpleasant taste or odors that will be removed in aeration process. So what is the function of aeration process? Function of aeration process is nothing but removing the unpleasant taste and odors by using some chemicals like activated carbon or ozone. Here we will use activated carbon or ozone to remove unpleasant taste and odors. After that the water after that we will send the water to softening unit. What happened here? Here it is used to remove dissolved calcium and magnesium salt that causes hardness. After all this process up to 0.6, the water may be harder. So to reduce the hardness in the water, we'll use softening process. So up to point number 7, our treatment process is completely more or less complete. But after that, if required, we will give some special treatment to the water. Number 1, fluoridation. Here we will add some soluble fluoride to control dental caries. Next, liming. Here we will use some lime to control acidity. If there is much acidity in the water, we will remove those acidity by addition of lime, and the process is known as liming. Next, recarbonation. Recarbonation, in this process we will add some carbon dioxide to prevent deposition of calcium carbonate scale. Deposition of calcium carbonate scale. Next, desalination. This is used to remove excess salt. If there is any excess salt after all this process, that will be removed in desalination process. So that's all for today. I hope all of you have already a good idea about water treatment process. So if you think this video is very informative and very useful for the student of civil engineering, then please share the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.